Hey everybody, it's Pajama Life with our review of The Rip and Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Let's go.
So, there's been some developments. We have a few more questions.
Last time we spoke, you described the job as follows. Your unit works the dope game. Drugs, guns.
My PD.
On the inside, it's different.
But the majority of your work consisted of cash seizures.
I don't have any drugs.
The dog's not trained to detect drugs. The dog's trained to detect money.
We had a Crime Stopper tip come in on this address.
Shit. There's $1.4 million in this bucket. I bought 14 more of those things. That's a $20 million rip.
No one needs to die tonight. You have 30 minutes to get out of that house.
Who we talk to matters. The longer we stick around here, the dicier this shit's gonna be. Tell me what's fucking going on. Do you think I want to jack this rip? I don't trust you right now, and that's a problem.
Wow. Okay. David and Patrick. David, what did you think of The Rip?
I thought this was a riveting story. It was great to see the best friends who have continued their success in a Netflix program. This is actually based on a true story, which I also think is fascinating with this. Some of this, obviously, some things have made it a little bit more dramatic, but you find $20 million in a deserted, house as it was in the actual thing. There's a lot of riveting action in the true story. This was a good movie. It keeps you on the edge of your seats, and I had a whale of a time with it. What do you guys think?
I kind of started off a little slow, but
Yeah.
then it picked up and it was really interesting trying to figure out who done it. But I think the trailer reveals a lot. And I was like, oh, okay. After I watched it, I was like, oh, okay. But I think that this is a good crime story. And, I don't know what the time frame of it was. I wonder if
Yeah.
it was during all the drug stuff that was going on back in the 80s and 90s. Because those were some wild times, and money and drugs and all kind of stuff was going on. So it's very believable in this area in Florida that you have a lot of drug trafficking and you have like stash houses, which was interesting to see that maybe they bought up a whole block and maybe that wasn't the only house with money in it. So, that was kind of like, is there going to be a Rip 2, a Rip 3? But, the acting from Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, you could tell they're good friends and they have a great rhythm together. Yeah. And Tiana Taylor, I'm not quite sure why. That's for their friendship and ours. And Tiana Taylor is in yet another movie and kind of playing a similar kind of role. But it's really great to see her and Stephen Ewan, who's great as always. I think that, this is a very strong movie. Hey, Pat, what you think?
Well, it was just, to me, it felt like another cop procedural. It was nice to see the way that they didn't reveal a lot, about the ending, and I don't want to either because it was somewhat surprising because they're acting like the main characters are always acting as if they don't know what's going on, and
right.
You begin to find out that they're out to catch dirty cops, and that's surprising that there's dirty cops. I mean,
that's surprising.
Sorry, I had to clutch my pearls for a second there. I mean, it's just, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck been friends since forever, and I do enjoy seeing them in movies together because obviously they're friends, and it's good to see each other taking care of each other. Like maybe Matt Damon ain't getting the movie roles he wants right now, or Ben Affleck needs some money for his divorce or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I'll hook you up. Come on, we'll do this movie. It'll be great. I got you. That kind of thing going on. It feels a little bit like that, and that's great. I love seeing, friends taking care of friends. So although both of them are good, solid actors too,
Yeah.
like I said, it had some surprise twists, which was good. Otherwise, it would have been really boring, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think it's a serviceable kind of, if you like cop drama,
Yeah.
you probably like The Rip. And it was good to see them outside of Boston. So you got to see
Yeah, no
them in
kidding.
another environment. And so definitely I think we all agree that The Rip is a good, not great maybe, good movie to watch. All right. Up next, it's Kitty Star Trek with Starfleet Academy. Let's take a peek.
What's that one? Right there. Right there. One day, when we have our own ship, we are going to go visit Earth first. That's right.
And so, we begin. We're all the first Academy class to return to our campus in San Francisco after more than 120 years. We'll ask you to give more of yourselves than you knew you had. To dream without limitations. It is my great honor to welcome you all to Starfleet Academy.
Paul Giamatti eating up the scenes as usual. Okay, I'm gonna start. I've waited 30 plus years for this, and I'm thoroughly underwhelmed. I did not care for this. I'm heartbroken because I really wanted to. You don't know how much I wanted to enjoy this and like it. I just didn't. I didn't like the main character. The story was kind of jacked up with him and oh no, David will pop back, I'm sure. And I mean, I was kind of agreeing with Paul Giamatti that, okay, you done sent her mama to prison and now you put him in a Starfleet uniform? That's kind of jacked up. That was kind of jacked up. And it was just all over the place as well. I just felt like it's not the right story. I tell you 3 things that I did like. Okay, so I liked that they showed the alien who was black on one side and white on the other. There's one of those. I liked Robert Picardo as the doctor. I thought he was great. And I thought that oh, there was another one. I thought it was interesting how Betazoid is having such a big part in this. So that's what I like. The rest of it, I kind of like, I wanted to see more of them talking about in the classroom the values and the what Starfleet is. And I think you got this silly storyline about this boy and his mother and whatever, who cares? I didn't care. And it was just a mess to me. I could see Pat is about to reach over the Zoom and strangle me. So Pat, what did you think? I think you loved it probably.
Oh, I did. It was great. It was conflicted. It was terror. I mean, things that I have.
Okay,
Things
it's Voyager.
Oh, whoa!
Discovery.
My turn.
It's Voyager meets Discovery, and I didn't like Voyager either.
I love Voyager too. I don't know why you didn't like
with Discovery.
What is
I love
wrong with
Voyager.
you that didn't love the most competent captain they've ever had in Starfleet? By the way, Janeway beats everybody. Everybody. But anyway, let me just tell you about things that I thought were great about it. Okay, the thing that I'll go with the things I didn't like about it. I do not like the new ships that they went with this detaching and just kind of loosely held together by whatever
Yeah.
magnetic, strong whatever bonds that they're holding together when they kind of weak. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the quick bing, transport thing that they do. You know, there's no announcement or whatever. So okay, those are just technical things. The storyline's fine. And you know what? Let me talk about that first scene. The very first scene they start out with. You got Holly Hunter, Paul Giamatti, Tatiana Maslany, and this random kid. You got 2 Academy Award winners and the daytime Emmy winner, the first one that's ever won a Emmy from Canada, Tatiana Maslany, amazing actress. You
Mm.
had so much star power in this, and you know what?
And
They
they
got it
didn't do
together.
anything with it.
Yes, they did. They fine. I think Holly Hunter, great. A different kind of captain.
Terrible.
Another.
Okay, her
Go ahead.
lounging in the captain's chair was completely against canon. That was some BS. But go ahead, Patrick.
No, I'm done. You got it now.
No, go ahead.
No.
She was terrible. All right, just pop back in. David, what you think?
All right. Well, I could not wait. Honest to goodness, as soon as I watched this, I couldn't wait to talk to you guys about this because I know Pam has the highest standard for what she considers acceptable Star Trek. She's incredibly loosey goosey and just incredibly flexible and laissez faire when it comes to Star Wars. But my goodness, when it comes to Star Trek, oh no. I'm kind of in the middle here with you guys. I thought lounging in the captain's chair was pretty bad.
Thank
Jim
you.
Hadar Federation
Yes.
officer, that was wild. In terms of canon, the black and white face lady, she shouldn't exist because in the original show, there were 2 of them left, 2 dudes. And one of them, played by the Riddler, hated the other one. So there was no procreating done when they were back on their dead world. There ain't nothing happening. So that girl should not exist this far into the future.
He could have got with somebody before.
No, there was
and
the only
then
2
she's
people
the
left.
last one left.
They were the only 2 people left. They were gone. It was just 2 dudes. One, they're just it. So that was kind of a.
But it was
It was
cool
a
though,
fun
right?
nod, but it was a
Fun.
goofy
It was cool.
nod.
It was cool.
I thought it's kind of cool to see it, but when you understand that canon piece, I was really curious what you think on that.
And the green one. They had the green one too.
They had the Orions.
Sexy one. Yeah.
They had the Orions, and we had a genteel Klingon. I thought that was kind of funny, goofy.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Interesting.
That's a problem.
But I would say I think that this is not a great, but a good start. It could turn into something fun.
Yeah.
I think I like the idea of the Star Trek 90210. I mean, we're seeing some of that here. The kids, the alien students, are a little more like mutants in the X-Men, and I didn't like that aspect. The one kid kind of like, oh, I can get out there with a spacesuit. I can mutant up and all this.
Ridiculous.
I mean, and I gotta tell now, granted, I'm a couch potato, church league last guy picked on the bench kind of guy. So I'm not necessarily want to talk about physical fitness, but man, Star Trek standards, Starfleet standards for active duty personnel. These people would not. They need to go down to the holodeck and run some damn laps because, brother, these are some. They might be fine for the classroom.
Oh my
but they're not really good for in the combat spots. I did love the one line from the comedian who was on Discovery, whose characters come over.
Tignatara.
Yeah, I like her.
The line about
I like
treachery
them.
and old age.
I like them.
Yes, yes.
That was so true, and that was actually something that my mentor, man, that I just dearly love, had said to me when he was kind of helping me keep my job and stay alive at my old place of employment. So that kind of touched me. I think just like Next Generation was like, man, it's a work in progress. It needed a little bit of time to get its sea legs. I think Starfleet Academy definitely needs to work on getting its sea legs,
Yes. Yes.
but let's, I am open for it because Gene Roddenberry's vision, we need it more than ever today. And hey, Paramount, CBS, you
Ugh.
sell out mother traitorous sons of bucks.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the prime directive. Pay attention to what Star Trek is supposed to be.
In
When
its
ABC
60th
was
year.
canceling Jimmy Kimmel, when ABC was trying to cancel Jimmy Kimmel, I thought, for the love of God, watch Andor. Does anyone on your network not watch your own programming? So
No.
does CBS and Paramount. Pay attention to the ethos of Star Trek and rally around what is right.
Hmm.
What is right here, baby. So,
But here's the thing too. Gene
yeah.
Roddenberry never wanted to do a Starfleet Academy because he did not like the idea of kids being put in danger. And so that kind of always stuck with me, even though I was hoping they do something just so you could see how the values were taught to the kids. And so I was like, oh. And also, I did not like how they were chanting loyalty, honor, and what was it, service or something. I was like, that's too militaristic for Star Trek. I mean, that is not something that they would have said like that. So I mean, it's just some
Now,
things that I kind of feeling like I hope there's not this creepy Trumpism coming in on this and gonna kind of mess with the
well,
legacy. But
I would
what do
say
okay.
you
this
think,
really
Pat?
quick. I don't think in any way that loyalty and love of country should be morphed into the fascism that we see from this administration, even though CBS and Paramount are selling out. So I think there can be a line, but I hear what you're saying. And in light of some of the movies you and I were talking about over Christmas,
Yeah,
I think that is something to be on the lookout for with
yeah,
this network.
yeah. Pat, go ahead.
The thing is, okay, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form defending the fascist government we have running right now. But if things change a little bit, that's okay because things do change, especially over the time frame that they're talking. I mean, look at how things have changed just in world history since. I mean, roll your eyes all you want, but I mean, realistically, things have changed a lot in the 2,000 years since Rome ran things. I mean, we've had all kinds of revolutions, we've had all kinds of changes of change of thought. I mean, maybe we're going through that now. I'm hoping we're not going through that kind of change, but at the same time, I'm thinking the only constant is change, guys. And I would like to talk about a few of the fun nods to the other series that I
Yeah.
saw that were
Yeah.
amazing. Like when Picardo, the doctor,
Yeah.
and he's like tricorder, and someone hands me one, he goes, medical tricorder. That was the first lines he did as the EMH on Voyager, which was delightful when Tom Paris hands him the tricorder.
Okay.
And he looks at it and goes, medical tricorder.
Yeah.
And that was great. I also saw the little robot that was in Lower Decks that was in one of the like back scenes of it. I'm like, oh, that's the sentient robot. Interesting things. You have a protonic character now.
The whale from
The whale was a throwback to back to the Return Home.
Ah.
There's so many great throwbacks,
Yeah.
and this is obviously steeped in that tradition. The fact that these people are young, they're young, they're dumb, they're full of testosterone and progesterone or whatever they're going through. I mean, they're all just don't know how to act. They're all going through this stuff, and I like the fact that these people are not finished yet. This is where they're supposed to be coming through, and the chanting was kind of weird, but the Jem'Hadar was delightful, and the Klingon who's not typical Klingon, that's fine too. I mean, it was interesting to see, and him when he's performing surgery on her, like, don't kill your instructor on day one. Don't kill your instructor on day one. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what any regular individual, Klingon, Jem'Hadar, whatever, is thinking to themselves, even if they're not saying out loud. wonderful, great, interesting new characters, new races that you hadn't seen before, new species. They're all working together. I mean, they are obviously in for a penny, in for a pound. You have Stephen Colbert being the announcer over the Starfleet Academy speakers.
Okay, I saw his name but couldn't figure out what role
Really?
he was in.
He's
Okay.
in. He's
I missed it.
the oh, I can't Major Battelle or whatever her name was, the one that was the computer and was also Nurse Chapel in the original series, who's also the
Yeah.
voice of the computer. Same thing. He's doing the voice of the computer.
Oh.
So delightful. You've got, I mean, you had a lot of callbacks. You had a lot of really, I mean, this is obviously somebody loved this series and they want to make it different and better. And that's maybe not, or maybe not better, but they're definitely doing different because, the thing is, things do move forward. I mean, Discovery was weird and I was not a big fan of the whole,
I loved it.
the Mycelium
No.
network crazy.
No,
crap.
that's when
And-
they
yeah,
they
and I
kinda
want to say, if you say
lost
you
it.
love it, you better just shush because it's all time travel, and I know you hate that.
Yeah,
here
well,
we are.
I loved it until
Yeah,
that
well,
part.
there we go.
Remember,
So,
that didn't come until
that didn't
season
matter.
3
Didn't
or
matter.
4, I think. So then I
Doesn't-
was kind of like,
you don't like Doctor Who because of time travel, although it's got thousands of great stories. So yes, because time travel, you can't you get none of
well,
that because
but
of that.
here's the thing.
Hey
and-
kids, if you're new to us, this is the
Yeah,
way it
this
is
goes-
every
this is
week.
just
To
like-
come back and
This
hear
is just
more.
like Tuesday, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the thing too. Star Trek, the original, the Next
They
Generation,
all did time travel. Yeah.
and some of the others always dealt with current events and talked about the lessons in a science fiction way.
Right.
And that's what I didn't get right now in this
Episode 1
series.
and 2. Give it a moment.
And so I was kind of like, well, I don't like this story anyway. Get to something that can be translated into now. I mean, even like the white on one side, black on the other, that was kind of clunky, but it was a powerful message about racism and the silliness of racism.
Well,
And the so I kind of, and another thing I'm like, okay, so I was looking for Lieutenant Uhura. I was looking for somebody like me who was in the original and in the next ones, but I didn't appreciate the little hologram girl. I was kind of like, what?
Why?
I just thought it was silly and
She was
like,
almost autistic. She was almost autistic.
Yeah.
In
Well,
the
you think?
behavioral manners.
I was kind of
No,
like, well, she's like a baby because
Yeah,
wasn't she was like a couple months old or
Yeah,
something?
but as far as the mannerisms and stuff was very much like autistic people that are at least functionally autistic and are out in public and doing things.
Yeah.
I know several of them that are like that.
I
mean,
That
Yeah,
makes a
they-
lot of sense. I didn't
they-
catch that. I
Yeah,
They
didn't
just
catch
don't
that.
understand. They
thought
don't
about
understand
that.
social clues.
And I kind
Okay.
of was like, okay, this is some more kind of, let's put black women in like weirdness or not weirdness, forgive me, but in putting us in a back kind of role. And so I'm not feeling it. So I hope that there is another character that comes in that is someone to aspire to, like I did when I was a kid. And I hope they bring that to this show.
I was thinking about something you just said just now, a few seconds ago, about how it doesn't relate to current events or current social issues that are going on. The very first scenes of it are about a woman basically saying, I have to sentence you to this because of mandatory sentencing standards, and we're going to split up your family, and I'm going to try to, I hate to do this, but we have that stuff happening all the time still, and for years we've had that happening. And here's an example of someone trying to take responsibility for the fact that they're held by these sentencing guidelines that they have to send Tatiana Maslany off to the penal colony. We're going to try to put you in social care here, kid, because I got to. Even though I don't think it's right, I got to do it because these are the regs. Here we are.
That's a good point. I like that. Yeah, that's a really good point.
They just got to get
First
some work.
episode.
They just need somebody back there who can write and who has a vision. So far, I'm not with it, the vision. So I'm going to try to hang in there because I know sometimes these shows need to kind of work through some things. So I'm going to try. Unless Paramount Plus, like I hear, jacks up their rates. I heard they were going to double their rate. And I'm like, well, I'm not paying double for it. So hopefully, and this is the 60th year of Star Trek. So I'm sure they're going to do some kind of commemoration. And I'm hoping, maybe, is there a way Picard could come in? Oh, or like Spock clone,
we got Picardo. That's pretty close.
Picardo.
I love the Doctor.
Voyager. Oh, what if that kid is Worf's like grandson or something? Oh, that would be.
I don't think he said he was of the House of Moog, but whatever.
It would be awesome to have him on there, or who's that black Vulcan dude? That would be cool.
Tuvok.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
From Voyager, the best show ever.
And he had this nice cameo in the Picard show when he was playing the.
Yes, he did.
That was neat.
Yeah. So could be some great crossovers. I hope Tribbles make the appearance. Wouldn't it be cool if the Tribble was a student? Oh my God. What if Tribbles were students? Oh my God. Oh, that would be awesome.
I mean, okay, let's talk about the captain just being kind of different than what you're used to, as far as like being a little bit more relaxed about just sitting in her chair.
Well, she's not a captain; she's a chancellor.
Okay, but she was captain of these.
Was a captain, and I see why
when she walked in, they said captain on the bridge.
Yes,
so she's the captain of that ship. So, but she's a little different. I mean, you know what?
I don't like it.
When Picard came on, he was just like too stiff and too boring, and then you have Pike, who is like, why is he so friendly? Why is he cooking for the staff? Why is he doing this? You know what? Every captain, these people are allowed to have personalities that don't have to always be exactly like Kirk or Picard or even Cisco.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying you're in an organization and there are certain rules in the organization. And one of the key foundations of the show is respect the chair. You're lounging all hanging out. Yeah. Feet all out and up. Good God, that's crazy work. That's crazy work.
When she sat down at that, the first thing you notice is she looks like a kid. She looks like Emily Latella back on the old, or Lily Tomlin when she in Old Laugh-In when she's sitting in that big ass chair. It's the same thing. It's that it was just too big physically for her, so she's going to make it comfortable.
But
why wouldn't we make it comfortable?
That's a problem for the production then, because you would have a chair that matches that person's.
But it matches her personality.
That's a bad decision on the production design.
Yeah, I mean, perfect for her personality.
Yeah, no, that's some BS. I don't like that.
I don't like it either, because I do think there has to be a level of. You said military. Star Trek is very much military. She shouldn't have been sitting in the chair like that. They had the nice hippie music there when they got to San Francisco. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I didn't like her sitting in the chair that way. But I think Pat's comment, we talk about, Kirk versus Picard. Man, there were people who did not like Patrick Stewart and that at the very beginning. And it took some time. And it took time for the show to really evolve. The uniforms, a little bit subtle changes that actually complemented
and the
uniforms
physiques. Were terrible in this. That jaggedy that was terrible. It was not up, it was not down, it was terrible. But go ahead.
Paramount, you've got a person here who wants to be part of executive producer and set design. She wants to be a consultant here.
would, because that looked like trash. They have all that money now, and it just didn't look like it was together. Like whoever was running it didn't have it all together.
I will agree to a point. I will agree
Tighten
to
it
a
up.
point. The thing I did not like is that they were just it got too homey, the ship did. The way they would have the grand staircases and stuff. And I understand it's supposed to be a training ship for cadets. And I get that. And like I said, I've had a problem since Discovery with the way the ships just kind of fall apart and they clump back together and stuff. I mean, that's just I guess if if I can suspend my disbelief that they can go faster than light, I should be able to suspend my disbelief that they hold together. But it just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
No,
I'm
agree.
willing to go put through it. I mean, there's a lot of interesting ground to cover. There's all kinds of new races here between all the species you've got going on. You're gonna have teen angst because theoretically these people are in their late teenage
It's not
years.
like a Twilight situation with one girl and she's liking this guy, and then this guy like.
Oh, it's 90210. It's definitely going to have some 90210.
There's gonna be that tension because that's what drives stories. I mean, whether it's tension between a trio or a duo or whatever, there's always that tension. That's what makes a story interesting. I mean, that's writing 101.
But there needs to be, in my opinion, as a loyal, long time since the 60s fan.
60 years old. Yeah.
I'm not quite 60. Don't put me there yet. But
I'm knocking on it. I'm just saying.
They need to pay attention to the values and the mores and the tenets that Gene Roddenberry put forth in Star Trek. And if they don't, it's some bullshit. This should be the last one, and they should just end it and just let us watch our reruns of stuff that's really great and not have it limp off into some mess. So I'm rooting for it. I am. I want it to be good. This is not. I hate it because I want it. I love it so much. I want it to be better. It's like your kid who's showing out. You love them, but you want to beat their ass too.
And to be honest,
high standard.
But
this
you
is like
you
Tron.
gotta get them to tighten up.
When we reviewed Tron a couple weeks ago, I love Tron. I love Tron Legacy too. It was well done. Tron Ares was absolute garbage. It was something that should be circling my toilet going down the U-bend. I did not enjoy it at all. And I wanted it to be good because I love the series, but I am also honest enough to realize that was crap. Now this one has a lot of potential.
Maybe. I'm hoping.
Maybe it's got potential.
I'm hoping.
Are we going to do this show every week?
I don't know, fellas. What do you think? And people out there, what do you think?
I love watching it. I'm going to watch it whether you guys do or not. Just FYI.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I mean, if we can fit it in, and I don't hear any complaints about adding it to the roster every week.
I can add an hour. I'll get an hour.
Oh, okay. Now you can add an hour. Okay,
well, I will. I'm going to watch it anyway. I mean, me and my wife both like it, so here we are.
Okay, we'll put it on because we're all three Trekkies and hopefully one of us is a Nielsen Raider. I know I should be. Nielsen, you definitely need to make me a Nielsen household for sure.
Yeah.
But okay.
I got to do that once. I was the Nielsen household for a little while.
See, one of us was. So there you go.
Yeah. So, fire up your subscription again, David. Tell you. So keep it on. But we'll see. It's very controversial, this show. Out there in the zeitgeist. It's people got opinions about it. And that's good too. That's good too. So definitely, I guess the fellows have it. We will watch Star Trek Starfleet Academy every week. We'll put it on the schedule and come
Yes.
back and give us your thoughts below. What you think of Starfleet Academy.
A rare
It better
victory.
get good. That's all I
Rare.
gotta say. It better get better. I want to be happy each week. All right. Well, that is our show for this week. And next week, we will discuss. Oh, it's here. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And maybe the Mighty Nine, or we might have another one to watch. Maybe I know the Running Man is out on Paramount Plus, I believe, or maybe Peacock. I think it's Peacock. So we might take a look at that as well. Okay, fellas, say goodnight to the people. Patrick.
Good night, everybody. Just remember, do smart things and keep resisting.
David, say goodnight.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed some of these programs. I actually had a blast watching this stuff, getting ready with folks from Greenland. We are with you. We are with you, and you are our allies. Even if you're not somebody's allies, you're the true ally of the American people. God bless you.
Yes, I agree with both. Stay strong, stay vigilant, and don't let ice into your house. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.